Greetings. Welcome everyone back to Spectrum of Salome. Thank you for everyone who tuned in earlier on to my live broadcast on Instagram. I intended to save it and share it out on my other media outlets, so my YouTube, on my Facebook, which is Spectrum of Salome, and obviously on my Instagram, which is Spectrum of Salome. Unfortunately, that wasn't able to do because I just didn't click on the save button where you have to do it first before you record your video, but that's okay. So I decided that I will do I'll summarize everything that I said and share it with you guys, and please do share it with other people because this is how we grow, this is how we inspire. Thank you so much. Right, so I want to first start off speaking about manifestations and what is manifestations and how does it work and how can we utilize it. Manifesting or manifestation is creating your desires or attracting the desires that you wish to come into your realm, to come into your existence. So that's what manifesting or manifestation is. And yeah, so you guys will see me looking down because I've got notes. With my South Node in Gemini, I can speak. I'm very good at communicating, but I can overspeech, so I want to make sure I'm on track with things. So yeah, so that's what manifesting is. And how do we manifest? I see a lot of people, we do vision boards, we do affirmations, we do all these beautiful things which we should be doing to help reprogram our subconscious and reprogram our being. However, if we are not in alignment with our dimensions or our different realms in our own being, then things won't manifest, things won't come because you have blockages in different places. So for example, to be able to manifest with ease, because it's available to you, to be able to get what you want, it is available to you. The fact that you thought it is available to you, but the best way to do it is to be mindful of the things that you keep in your mind. Be mindful of the thoughts that you habit there. So the best way I could say for you guys to do that is keep a diary, keep a track of the most thoughts that pop in your head. At the end of the week, check them out. Are they most negative or are they most positive? For me, I did this a couple of months ago. I wrote down most of my thoughts, and also had like a key side note there where I was like, okay, this is who I was around, this is what I was smelling, this is what I was feeling, all these things, just to help me at the end of the week remember where my consciousness was at that time and what I was picking up. And I did a graph at the end of it just to show, okay, I was mainly positive, I was mainly negative, and you're creating at every single moment. So making sure your mind is in a line. Now what you feel can be related to your spirit, can be related to your soul, your intuition. What you feel also relates with the subconscious. What are the stories that you've accepted? What are the negative habits or traits you've agreed with that don't align with what you want to manifest? I'll give you an example. Majority of people, or some people, I wouldn't even say majority because the world is very enormous, but some people have grown up with the notion that money is evil, that money is the root of evil, like I said. Now let's say you want to be a person who's very wealthy, you want to be a very wealthy person financially, and you have that on your vision board, but at the same time you're into your spirituality, and you always making sure that you don't have nothing of evilness with you. You're shady, saging the place out, you're praying, whatever it is that you've accepted, you're doing to get away from evil, and you've accepted the money is evil, then guess what? You're not going to get money because you've accepted it's evil. So you have to go back and go to the root of certain things and take out and really analyze, like, actually no, I don't agree with money's evil. Money's is an energy that I can tap into. I am available to make that. Wealth is available to me. I can be wealthy, I can be successful. I am wealthy, I'm successful. Those are the things that are available to you as a divine being. The person who told you, or the person that you decided to subconsciously follow, that they said money is the root of evil, that's their journey. Don't take it on as your personal journey when you're trying to manifest wealth. So making sure that what you feel aligns, because our heart emits 20 times more electrical magnetic energy than our brain does. So what you feel really does matter. You have to be really be firm in it. So I'll give you another example. For me, I want to manifest a house that's in front of water. So I will make sure that I'm making sure that I'm visualizing, so I'm keeping my mind headspace right in that space. I'm always saying my affirmations and my chants. I'm making sure I do my visualization, and in my heart I feel it. I really feel it. Every time I see a picture with water in it, I really feel it like it's my own. I'm really excited about it. And then I'll take it to the third thing, which I believe is very important to manifest. Is your body. Obviously it brings it to being. Now if you don't align your body in with the things you want, you're not going to have it. So for example, I want a house in front of in water, so I could go to the beach, you know, whether it's Brighton Beach with the pebbles, I don't mind, you know. I'm an earth sign, I love my rocks, you know, crystals, I love them. Or you can go swimming, you know, be around water. Like the other day I had being part of celebrating myself, I had a little, what did I do? I put water in a tub, in a little basin thing, and I added some salt in it because salt's the crystals, and I put my feet in there, and I let my feet float while I was laying back in bed, and I closed my eyes. And at that time, fun fact, your subconscious doesn't know what's real and what's not real, but at that time my feet were in water, but I was visualizing me laying on the sands in front of my house of water. So you see, those things will start to bring the vibration into, and I've really felt it too. So I know I'm going to definitely be gifted with that. I give thanks. So to manifest, make sure your mind, what you're feeling, and where you are is in alignment. You know, if you're the type of person who's got a job already and you want to leave that job and you want to start something new, whatever you want to start, how can you rub shoulders with the people in that industry? You need to do the research. That means you're physically doing something to bring that thing closer to you. You want to be in that vibration. So in saying that, we're gonna speak about frequency and your frequency. So we all know we live in a world of duality, and in this world of duality you have a positive and a negative. Everything exists with this polarity, including us females being the negative polarity of it, masculine being the positive polarity. So they're the givers, the givers, and we're the nurturers and receivers. Just like the moon receives the light of the sun, and the sun gives us life, you know. So understanding those go around the law. But in this world as well, we live in a world of duality, good and bad, positive, negative, and they coexist at the same time. But it's your choice where you decide to exist with it. Do you choose to be on a negative? You choose to be on a positive? And we got to really understand that you have to show compassion to yourself. You have to show compassion to other people. You have to be really understanding. Misunderstanding all the bring you back down to a low vibration, and you're going to you're always creating. You're always in motion, so you're going to keep creating. It does acquire a patient person. It does acquire a person who's willing to really change their frequency, to be on a high frequency, to really understand this beautiful science, because you have to personally experience it for yourself. But there's no harm in you trying it. Right, so I'm just going to look into my notes. This light in front of me is truly bright, so it's like kind of like got my eyes. I'm trying to look at my notes just to make sure I'm on track on things. Questions that you can ask yourself, you know, is how can I be more forgiving? How can I be more grateful? What is it in the past that I need to go back and look with a different perspective to bring healing to that area, so that doesn't affect my future, you know, or my future's future, you know, your kids. So you have to be really mindful of that. So those are good questions to ask yourself. Another thing is believe in yourself. Self-love is another way. If you don't love yourself, you're blocking your own air passages, because love, you want to vibrate on that level. You want to love. Love is love is everything. Love is everything. It's the frequency you want to be at constant. So you want to self-love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself all the time. Value yourself and value this. When I mean value yourself, look inwards. what are your passions? Are you what are areas that you need to bring balance into? What are the things you need to get rid of? What are the energies you need to get rid of, so you can have space for the new energies that serve your energy, and transmute the energies that don't serve you anymore outside of your being, and into an energy that is constructive, into an energy that is positive, into energy that is strong, powerful. So yeah, you want to definitely believe in yourself and give gratitude. Give gratitude to the things that you already have. Give gratitude to the things that you already have in here too. You know, that's how you water your plant. You know, I give thanks for my beautiful house in front of my water. I give thanks for the sun shining on my beautiful skin. I give thanks, you know, for this beautiful fruit and this fresh air that I'm smelling from the ocean. I give thanks for these birds above me. I'm giving thanks for the things up there, you know, and I'm also giving thanks for, you know, ARP right now letting me use their camera. I'm giving thanks for my friends who uplift me when my spirits are low. I give thanks to my parents. I give thanks to the people who have been the stepping stone of the most happiest I've been in my life, and the most intuitive I've been in my life. So I'm always giving thanks, and guess what, I'm also receiving back, you know, and I give, and for that I give thanks. So I'm very thankful. So do incorporate this into your daily life, and it will make you happy. If you need to set an alarm, I'm very good for that. I set alarms to help me drink water more, or if there's a week where I've realized that I've not drunk enough water, next week I'm going to set an alarm during the week to help me with that. I set alarm for affirmations. I would set an alarm for anything. Why not? You know, we set alarms to wake us up. We set alarms to remind us we've got to go to this meeting. Like, your life is it's important. You are important because you're the one making things happen in motion, you know. So making sure you're taking care of yourself and you're giving thanks for the things you already have. I know in the live video I spoke about how I came from my depressive state to a very celebrative state, but I might do I'll do a separate video for that completely, because I want to have that subject. Yeah, I feel like I would need to give that subject its own respect. Because I know a lot of people are in a state where they do need guidance and they do need their mentor, and I know I'm able to reach you guys through social media. Through that, you guys can definitely reach back to me, and I'll be here to definitely guide you, okay? Yeah, you can email me at SpectrumOfSalome@gmail.com. Okay, so we're gonna get back into full moon, and we have a full moon tomorrow, the 11th of this month, and that is a full moon in Libra, and we have it with Jupiter in Libra too, so that's really exciting. So this is the time, because it's a Libra is the sign of I unite. Libra is about uniting, it's about balance, about justice. So this is a time with Libra's planet still in retrograde, which is Venus. This is a time to look in the past and bring balance to the past. Maybe look at it with a different perspective and bring healing to the past, you know, bring healing to yourself, because Libra being the planet, the constellation or the sign of I unite, the 180 polar degree opposite of it is Aries, where the sun is right now. That's the sign of I am. So you have to definitely take care of yourself first. You as a divine being have to look after yourself first, so then you can able to know how to unite everybody else. And so bringing balance to yourself, and also bringing balance to the compromises you made for other people. You know, whatever you said you're going to do for other people, and as such, you know, be compassionate, compromise, and do fulfill those things. You know, where do you need to be more assertive? Where do you need to surrender a bit more? Also, with its 180 polar degree opposite Aries, I am, it's also asking you to definitely look for compassion within yourself. You know, a lot of the time we don't show ourselves compassion at all. We criticize ourselves much, and like I said before, you know, you're going to be mindful of what you say, because you are creating at every moment. And you know that you're water inside, more water than you are. You're more water inside, you are more water in your mind, and you have more water outside of you than you have land outside of you, than you have, you know, mass on you. So you know, when you get cremated, you're just a bit of ash. So that just shows you there's a lot more liquid inside of you, and that liquid inside of you receives and transmits electrical magnetic energy. So when you're telling yourself, or you're not forgiving yourself, you're not showing yourself compassion, you're on a low vibration energy, and how do you expect to have clarity in your day when you're not feeling good, and you're at disease, and you don't have clarity, and you're shallow breathing? So you have to remember that with this energy, it's very it's a big focus. Now with that, with this full moon, we have Jupiter in Libra, and obviously you have the moon in Libra, and opposite, 180 opposite, you have the sun in Aries, and you also have Uranus in Aries. And Uranus is the planet of change and, you know, sudden change. Both these planets are planets of intuition and wisdom. You know, just gonna go over my notes here quickly. So Uranus is more of about a divine wisdom, and Jupiter is more of an intuition wisdom. So both of them just there, and they're all available to you. Their energies are available to you, just like when the sun is shining. You know, you ever go outside and get the rays, or you stay inside, you still, you know, it's a decision. And just with all these other planets, they do make a big effect in our lives and do shape our lives. They do emit electricity and electromagnetic energy that do come into interference with ourselves. When I mean interference, not in a positive or negative way, but they just come into same coexistence. So what do we expect with that? We expect sudden big change for every single person. So change is coming. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's definitely coming. And Jupiter is going to bring expansion and growth for us with that, and a lot of luck. So, you know, with Venus being retrograde, with the planet of love and money, things with our passions are going to start to ease up. You know, if we've had our ex come back and knock on our door, or we've had old friends come back and knock on our door, or our finances have been a bit slow, now we're going to catch up. It's going to uplift. It's going to be easy. You know, a big change is coming. I posted on my Facebook and my Instagram for what house is happening for everybody. So if you go on my Facebook, which is SpectrumOfSalome, on my Instagram, SpectrumOfSalome, I have there at what house this will be in effect. So please have a look at that. What else did I want to touch on quickly? Boop, boop, boop. Okay, cool. So that's about the full moon tomorrow. So good rituals to do. I would definitely encourage everybody, because it's a full moon in an air sign. You know, air signs are intelligent. It's they're quick wit. So what I would say is engage with the breath to bring you balance, and the breath is the first thing. It's your first food, so definitely engage your breath to bring balance. I'll quickly go through a breathing meditation that maybe you guys can incorporate in your own way, but as long as you're just using the breath and you're really just focused, then you're absolutely attaining that. So if you want to just be relaxed wherever you are, whether you're standing or sitting, if you wish to close your eyes, please do. I love closing my eyes. So close your eyes and just allow yourself to settle, feeling the surroundings around you as you feel yourself getting calmer. Inhale, bringing the life force energy in through your nostrils as your belly expands outwards. Holding that breath for one hold, then exhale, releasing all the toxins as you compress your belly back in. Inhale, as you invite love, as you invite clarity. Hold that breath as you allow the thoughts to absorb that breath of love and clarity and strength. Exhale as you make space for those new energies to serve you, as you release the energies that don't serve you anymore. Inhale as you now have space for more clarity and love to fill in. Take the air to any tension points that you feel, whether it's in the throat, your stomach, your back, and feel the air, visualize the air engulfing the toxins. As you now exhale, compressing your stomach in and exhaling those toxins out, as you feel and invite healing and more power into you. Inhale, exhale, opening the eyes if your eyes were closed, and just relax. So, you know, incorporating the deep breath with affirmations is very good, because again, we're all about reprogramming our mind, removing the judgments that are put on us to bring us more clarity to what we want, what we really think. Maybe actually I want to make 1 million every year, maybe I want to make 10 million every year, and I feel no exception about that. You know, actually I actually can get love very easily. Actually, wealth is very easy for me to get. Health is available to me as well. All these things are available to you. You just got to tap into the frequency of it. And in saying that, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I will definitely do another video about how I went from depressed to celebration. And yeah, please do share the love, and thank you. Tomorrow is full moon, so do make sure you include your breath. The breath is the first food I would say to you guys. Of course, I'm always promoting drinking water and definitely your affirmations. Oh, just before I go, I'm glad I remembered. I give thanks. So writing, yeah, write down tomorrow what it is that the energies that don't serve you. Really think about it, meditate over it. What are the things that don't serve you anymore? What are the habits that don't match with what you want? You know, what are the things that you need to work towards, you know, work towards attaining. You don't have to work hard for anything, but you have to put effort in to get what you want. You know, discipline yourself in certain areas. What are those places? And write those things down. Things that don't serve you anymore, write them and release them. Whether you want to release it in fire, do that. Whether you want to go dig a place and actually plant a seed, whether that will visualize you releasing something, do that, because those things don't need to serve you anymore. You need to create space for the things that do serve you, and then now write the things that do serve you. If you want to keep it on your wall, like for me, I love keeping stuff on my walls, and the first thing I wake up, that's the first thing I see. I like keeping things in my alarm, keeping my notebooks around. That's just me, because I'm into higher learning as such, you know, with my North Node in Sagittarius. And that's that for you. If anybody wants a reading for this year, I'm doing an enormous great offer for you guys. For £10, I'm doing a transit. I'll do your readings, I'll give you affirmations to help you heal, and throughout it I will guide you, because I do know astrology can be a bit heavy dealing with the personality, so I will guide you all the way through it. If you need guidance with I will give you guidance through video, and definitely written guidance. I also am an Egyptian yoga teacher. I currently teach in prisons, and I'm going to be going to Africa to teach, so I really give thanks for that. But I also do private sessions, so if you do want private sessions, please let me know. If you want me to speak in a conference or anything as such to do with yoga or astrology, please contact me at SpectrumOfSalome@gmail.com. Thank you, peace and love and light to every single one of you. Hotep, peace. Mwah. Thank you for all the love, thank you for all the shares, and thank you very much for the energy exchange. Be sure to follow me on all my social media outlets to be updated at Spectrum of Salome for Facebook, Spectrum for Salome for Instagram, Spectrum for Salome for my YouTube, and for my Snapchat is SOmanya17, so that's SOMANYA17. And look out for my podcast, they're going to be coming up pretty soon. Peace and love to you all. Bye. Hotep.